Hello everyone, my name is Osman Crespo and I'm from the Brazilian tagging research team from the AOTTP program. What I'm here to show you today goes a little out of the main focus of research about the tagging process or tuna movements and distribution. It was a parallel work, but important besides our result, to show how such project could bring us towards alternative findings if we have an open eyes for nature and for the possibilities of the data available. So this research is about the cookie-cutter shark predation upon tuna species from the southwestern Atlantic Ocean, which means specifically the southeast region of Brazil, at Rio de Janeiro State and of Cabo Frio, in coastal and oceanic waters. So as mentioned, this research was developed opportunistically during the tagging activities in this area from April to October 2017, and our tagging team at this region was working with the artisanal handline fisheries, which allowed us to observe better almost each of the specimens brought on board. And because of this, we began to notice some predation marks of the cookie-cutter shark on the tuna's capture, some of them being tagged and released, depending on the fish apparent health for the post-release survival. So since many of the biological aspects of the cookie-cutter are still poorly understood, we found it interesting to start recording this information on locations, species, and fish sizes showing those marks. So in this map, each white dot is representing the location where specimens were caught with the predation marks, being in total 19 geolocations with 34 beaten individuals recorded from 3 species, and 30 of those were yellowfin tuna, 2 skipjacks, and 2 little tunny. So these locations were inside the range of 80 to 2,608 meters isobath, which is inside the range previously described to be used by those sharks. In this region, there was a total of 3,236 fish tagged, with the yellowfin also representing the great majority with more than 50% of the tags, which can be concluded that the higher frequency of bite marks on tunas albacares might be related to the species catchability by the fishing gear used. So analyzing the bite marks, we classified according to the wound's level of healing. We have fresh marks, recent ones, partially healed, and scars, and with the scars representing the majority, with 38% of the marks recorded, and followed by the recent mark with 29.4%. So most of what is known about the ecology of this chart is based on the evidences left by its biting behavior because of its deep water distribution and a relatively small size. Uh, Therefore, we first observed the significantly greater occurrences of bite marks in the ventral region of the tunas, suggesting that the the Isistius SP attacked the fish, meaning from below. So besides that, multiple marks were noticed too, and at a very similar stages of healing, so suggesting that the fish suffer multiple attacks at the same occasion by the same or by multiple sharks. The fish sizes recorded varied on animals from 34 centimeters to more than 1 meter long, and with a mean of 63.6 centimeters. Although more samples would be needed for detecting differing trends and between age groups, these studies show for the first time that the Isistius sp also prey upon younger aged yellowfin, skipjack, and middle tunny, which could affect the smaller individual survival, despite that scars were found on juvenile as well. So the yellowfin, the greatest number of bite marks in this research, uh, it's known to use mainly superficial waters and sporadically dive towards greater depths during the day. which could make it possible to be reached by the agricultor at this moment. However, the small and large tunas caught with fresh ones might have been bitten while hooked due to the presence of very fresh blood on such injuries. So if this is true, it indicates that the cookie sharks are actively feeding in superficial waters, not only at night, but also during the day. A last point to remark here is that the bite marks can negatively influence the market price of the tunas in some places, but in Brazil apparently it does not happen since the local fishermen they reported that buyers are only interested on the texture of the flesh of the fish flesh and are unconcerned about any superficial mark with the fresh tuna in general attracting the greatest market values and it's not a big problem. So thank you very much.